Hi, everybody. Welcome to our first virtual meet and greet for Recycle Colorado. We have an amazing turnout of people here, our representatives and senators. Looking forward to seeing what Recycle Colorado does and what the state of Colorado does with our industry and with really invigorating the economy and business. So welcome to everybody. What we want to do, and I put this in the chat, is to make this as interactive as possible. So please, please chat me. Let me know if you want to come to the front. We will pull you in and you can get some face-to-face time with these lovely people. Certainly feel free to ask them a question or pay them a compliment. You know, we just proudly pushed through Senate Bill 55. Yes, that the governor live streamed, and we have quite a few people here that not only repped it, but also were part of pushing that through and advocating for getting that end market development going. So really, thank you guys. Hats off, feather in your cap to actually push a bill through in this time. But really, it's an important bill that is going to be near and dear to us thriving, right, in the face of adversity. So thank you guys, and I'd like to do a round robin for introductions, please. If you want to just say the region you represent and if you're up for election, I know that's a big hot topic right now, and what part of the recycling industry you are most passionate about. All right, if you guys could unmute, and we'll start with Senator Tammy Story, please.
I feel honored to go before the majority leader. I'm Tammy Story, and I represent Senate District 16. It's west of Denver primarily, but it's the mountains of Jefferson County. It's southern Boulder County, all of Gilpin County further west in the foothills, and then also the southwest corner of Denver County. And I'm delighted and honored to be a part of the Senate, and absolutely thrilled that we have a majority and are able to accomplish so many great things because we have a majority in the Senate and the House and a Democratic governor. So it certainly makes it easier to make some forward progress, especially relative to environmental causes. So, and I am not up for re-election this year, so not until 2022. So that just allows me time to work on supporting others' races during this campaign season. And so that's pretty nice to not be in charge, but to still be able to help out. And relative to the recycle world, there's so many different facets, of course, where we can pour our time, but I was a prime sponsor of Senate Bill 55, the end market recycling bill to incentivize that effort and help bring some new entities to the field here in Colorado to start utilizing our recycled materials and creating new products with them. And it will also help us stimulate our recycling efforts here in Colorado, which is also a really good thing. We don't recycle nearly as well as we should. And so hopefully this bill will help us get there in a better place. So I'm delighted to be a part of that bill as well. It came out of our interim committee last summer that Representative Lisa Cutter chaired, the Zero Waste and Recycling interim committee. And so that was pretty fabulous. And then also I sponsored another bill last year that was a solar gardens bill to just expand the scope and the capacity of community solar gardens. So that was pretty cool. And I'm a big fan of the composting effort as well. So I expanded beyond being just a favorite of the sort of recycling world, but the composting thing also is pretty cool, and I'm doing that in my own home, and it definitely cuts down on the amount of trash and the amount of food waste that would go down the disposal or to the dump, the landfill. So pretty pleased to be able to be part of a community effort with that. So thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Senator Story. And you got first billing because you were the first one on here. So, but But yes, Senator Fenberg, why don't you start?
Sure. Well, thank you all for being here. And more importantly, thank you for all the work that you do in our communities around the state every day. So my name is Steve Fenberg, and I represent Senate District 18. That is in Boulder County. And so I represent the entire city of Boulder, plus several of the smaller towns around Boulder, like Nederland and Jamestown, Lyons, and then I also have some parts of unincorporated Boulder County. And I am up for re-election this year. I was first elected in 2016, and I'm up this cycle, but I'm hoping I can spend most of my time working in other races and things like that, and hopefully I'll be okay in my re-election efforts. And I'm mostly working to help re-elect Kevin Priola, since he seems to be on vacation somewhere. But my favorite part of the recycling industry is my very own homegrown EcoCycle, which is an amazing organization that really has done a ton of great work, not just in Boulder County, but I think set the bar high and is a trendsetter and has been doing this work for a very long time. And it's always good to have them as a partner in the community. And thanks for being here.
Thank you very much, Senator. We'll move to Representative Froelich, please. And she actually, I've got to say, represents Greenwood Village, where I live. Take it away.
To keep the green in Greenwood Village. Thank you very much for having us all here. Look forward to our discussion. I am Representative Meg Froelich, and I do represent Greenwood Village, Englewood, Sheridan, and Cherry Hills. I'm very proud and privileged to be part of the State House, the People's House, where we have a majority female caucus and the largest LGBTQ caucus, the largest Black caucus, and the largest Latinx caucus in Colorado history. And these are exciting times. In terms of recycling and the environment, we just had a actually quite wonderful discussion on a green town hall. I don't know whether to have my feelings hurt or not, but we're getting more people to come on the Zoom town halls than ever came to eat my cookies and drink my lemonade and meet me in person. So maybe that's a good thing for the future. But we had a wonderful discussion connecting individual action to our important climate change goals and needs. So that's really where I think today's discussion and this whole summit makes a huge important difference, because I love talking trash, and it is a big component about how we're going to tackle our climate change challenges. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so, so much. And we will move on to Representative Lisa Cutter, please, who is also actually speaking at our summit later this week. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here with all of you. I get really excited about recycling and all the things, talking trash, like my friend Meg. I represent House District 25, which is I share a lot of, well, Senator Story is my senator for almost my entire district. So it's west of C470, the foothills, Evergreen, Conifer, Morrison. Beautiful area, and I want to keep it green and keep it beautiful. I got really excited when I was running for office. Everyone always wants to know what you care about and what don't I care about, right? There's a million things to care about, but I got really, really excited about recycling and environmental policy in particular. Right after I was elected, that's what I knew I wanted to pursue, and hounded a lot of people and had some nice conversations with some folks here on the line. I know Senator Winter was really helpful and pointing me in the right direction. And yeah, so I've been thrilled to be able to champion some legislation, including SB 55, which I also know, I think Kevin Priola maybe chimed in a little bit late, but I know he was worked super hard on that too, along with Senator Story and Representative Arndt and I. So we were really excited to get the recycling end markets across the finish line. Unfortunately, another one that I worked on with Representative Froelich coming out of the Zero Waste Committee was the compost bill. We're going to bring it back. So it's hard to really pinpoint what particular policy or thing about recycling excites me, but I love the intersection. I think it matters in so many areas. Being a good steward, it affects the economy, right? We can grow our economy that way with the end market recycling bill. We have great economic opportunities. We have, it impacts food supply and food waste and soil health, and all of these things work together and can really dramatically, bottom line, dramatically impact climate change, mitigate climate change. And so I just love the way all those things sort of come together. I love working with EcoCycle too. I'll echo Senator Fenberg there. And we have a wonderful organization in my district and Senator Story's district called EASY, Evergreen Alliance for Sustainability Plus You. And I really enjoy working with them and speaking to them a lot. So yeah, I'm excited to be here and excited to continue working on these policies, which I most definitely will do.
Oh, thank you so
and
much.
And I am up for re-election.
Yes, she is.
So when I get re-elected, I'll be excited to work on these things.
Thank you, Representative Cutter. Okay, we have Representative Jeni Arndt, please.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. I am Jeni Arndt, and I represent West Fort Collins and Colorado State University's in my district. I am up for re-election as my last election for state representative, and then I'll be turned out. I work a lot in the water field, but I've also recycling. I think I've been to every Recycle Colorado reception as long as I've been there. My favorite is the scrap metal. It has to be scrap metal, guys. I love that. Toured a lot of those. And I love landfills. We're having a new one in Larimer County that's going to be very progressive and green. I really like that. And my favorite institution or sort of thing is, and I was just up there yesterday asking at Colorado State University, their food service has won a lot of awards for, first of all, reducing food waste, and then the food waste they have their own digester and lots of awards and so forth for those efforts. So I was up there yesterday asking them, you know, given the way we're distancing and students are no longer going to just come in through the cafeteria the way they used to and eat as much as they wanted or could. I don't know, probably the same thing when you're that age. How they're doing it. So they've made these new apps and they're pre-ordering. And I asked them, I said, is your food waste down? They said, tremendously, right? So they said, we can't really tag it on the back end the way we used to, because a lot of them are in these recyclable, compostable to-go containers. But in terms of the production of the food in the kitchen's way down in terms of waste. So that's my favorite institution. Scrap metal is probably my favorite material. And I love what you guys do, and thanks for having me.
I love that, learning about that. Thank you so much. Senator Faith Winter, please.
Hi, everyone. I'm very excited to be here, and thank you to all the work that everyone in the coalition does, because really we couldn't pass the bills and make a difference in our waste diversion that we've been able to do without coming together as a team. And I know that we can come together in the future to increase our diversion rate. It's a huge challenge, and we have done a lot of good things, and there's a lot more work left to be done in order to increase our diversion rate. I've been working on recycling for a long time as a city councilor before I was a state representative or a state senator, and those were some of the biggest fights that I had as a city councilor. I had no idea how incredibly passionate people were about their waste provider until we took that fight on. And so I really look forward to all the innovative ideas you all have to increase our diversion rate. I don't think that I have a favorite part, right? Because we need the end markets, we need the supplies in the front end. And so I don't know if I have a favorite part of the recycling ecosystem because they all have to work together. And so I look forward to hearing the policy solutions, and thanks for having me today.
Thank you so much. It's so true. We actually have one of our board of directors who works for Swire Coca-Cola always says, who knew people were going to be so sensitive about their waste? So, but it's truly a change though in the definition of what's waste and what's material, right? So I'm looking forward to seeing that progress. And last but not least, Senator Kevin Priola.
Hello, everybody. I apologize for running behind. Thanks for having me today, and it's been an honor to work on these issues in the prior sessions. Senator Story, I heard her mention Senate Bill 55 from last session, and also Senate Bill 192, worked with Senator Winter in 2019, as well as Senate Bill 124, even back in 2016, the waste metals bill. And I remember, I don't have the bill number, but I even worked with Senator Heath, I believe Senator Fenberg's predecessor, on a metal recycling bill before that. So it's an issue that's near and dear to my heart from my greenhouse days and personal practice, and I'm looking forward to looking forward on ways of improving on what we've done for Adams County. You know, I've heard about this issue talking to folks, especially out east where they bury a lot of the trash, and I've even received hugs and kisses from constituents out there that are happy that they're working to reduce the amount of traffic that comes with all the waste dumped in the eastern part of Adams County. So thanks again for having me.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. We've got a really lively audience, and we have a few people that would like to say hello and ask questions, if you don't mind.